Okay, hey guys, thank you so much for jumping on here. I know it's the middle of the day and you probably have lots of things that you could be doing, but after coming back from the Success Club trip just yesterday and spending a week on the SS Beachbody cruise ship, I am full to the brim with excitement and ideas of things that I think are going to help us take our teams to the next level. As you know, coaching is always a learning process. It's always a work in progress. No one is ever perfect, least of all me. But going to events like that and connecting with our team on a regular basis, even in calls like this, on team calls, Super Saturdays, Super Sundays, Summit, all of those things will always, always, always push you further than you thought you could go before. They will always lift you up and lift you higher and cause you to believe in yourself a little bit more. And that's why those events are so important. And I want you guys to know that every single one of you on this call could easily qualify for the trip to next year, to Punta Cana next year. Easily. Help 3 to 5 people a month. That's it. Get your name on the wait list if you're not already on there, and help 3 to 5 people per month. If you do that, you will earn a completely paid for, all-inclusive trip to Punta Cana. And this resort is amazing. It's not like one of those bargain cheap ones that you can buy, a super cheap package. This is an incredible, I think it's a 5-star resort, and you deserve to be there. That's one of the things the main thing I want to talk about today, because the thing that really impressed me most of all as I was reading and listening and going to the Elite 10 panel and all of these things and just reflecting on my own business and my own life in the beautiful, island surroundings or looking out at the ocean, is that every single one of us has unlimited and untapped potential inside. Every one of us. And what keeps us from fulfilling that purpose, that passion, that potential most often is our limited perspective. And this word just keeps coming back to my mind and my heart so many times, is perspective, because it doesn't just apply to our business. Having the right perspective in every area of your life will cause transformation. If you choose the right perspective, the right mindset in your relationships with your children, with your husband, with your friends, if you choose the right perspective and the right mindset in this business, in your fitness journey, in whatever you set your heart and your mind to do, you can be successful. But if you don't, if you keep your perspective where it is, or you backtrack in that regard, you will not be successful. And one thing I really, really, really need you guys to know is that this business is not hard. It's not. It's very, very simple. The challenging thing is mastering your mindset. That's what holds most people back. They have a good month, they get excited, they have a bad month, and they stop believing in themselves. They stop believing in the opportunity, and they focus on their circumstances at the current moment rather than in where they want to go and who they want to be. If you consistently and relentlessly do the simple daily things that it takes to grow this business, that is always, always, always the result of having the right mindset and the right perspective. They go hand in hand. That's why personal development is one of the 3 vital behaviors of a Beachbody coach, because you simply cannot achieve the type of success that we all want to achieve unless you master your mindset. And you do that by daily putting the good stuff in, building your belief in yourself, building your faith, building your mindset in a way that you believe anything is possible. It's a step-by-step process, and it takes time and it takes daily commitment, but you can do it. And if you can master your mindset, if you can get to the place in your life where you can choose the right perspective, then you can literally achieve anything. You can tap into that untapped potential. So I want to read you a couple of quotes from, I'm reading this book right now. I know Lainey's reading it too, called The Magic of Thinking Big. 2 of the quotes that were really impactful. And actually this first one is a story. Sorry, hang on. It's not it. Just a second, let me find it. Here we go. This chapter is called How to Think Big, and he tells a story, but it's got a really great illustration in it. It says, recently I chatted with a recruitment specialist for one of the nation's largest industrial organizations. 4 months each year, she visits college campuses to recruit graduating seniors for her company's junior executive training program. The tenor of her remarks indicated that she was discouraged about the attitudes of the many people that she talked with. Most days, she said, I interviewed between 8 and 12 college seniors, all in the upper third of their class, all at least mildly interested in coming with us. One of the main things we want to determine in the screening interview is the individual's motivation. We want to find out if he or she is the kind of person who can, in a few years, direct major projects, manage a branch office or plant, or in some other way make a really substantial contribution to the company. Here's the most important part, so listen up. I must say, I'm not too pleased with the personal objectives of most of those I talk with. You'd be surprised, she went on, how many 22-year-olds are more interested in our retirement plan than in anything else we have to offer. A second favorite question is, will I move around a lot? Most of them seem to define the word success as synonymous with security. Can we risk turning our company over to people like that? The thing I can't understand is why should young people these days be so ultra-conservative, so narrow in their view of the future? Every day there are more signs of expanding opportunity. This country is making record progress in scientific and industrial development. Our population is gaining rapidly. If there ever was a time to be bullish about America, it's now. The tendency for so many people to think small means there is much less competition than you'd think for a very rewarding career. Where success is concerned, people are not measured in inches or pounds or college degrees or family background. They are measured by the size of their thinking. How big do we think determines the size of our accomplishments. Now let's see how we can enlarge our thinking. And that really struck me because I feel like we have started to bring up generations of people who don't believe. They don't dream big. They're happy with the status quo. Their parents told them to get a good job with secure benefits and be completely risk averse. And while there are some great jobs out there like that, my husband has a great job, but if you refuse to take risks, if you refuse to fail and get back up and keep going, you will miss out on so many blessings and so many moments of exhilaration like I experienced while standing at the front of the ship and saying, I'm the king of the world, like Titanic. I mean, those moments are the ones that mark you forever. And this business can be full of those types of moments where you stand there and you look around and you go, wow, how did I get here? What did I do to deserve this? I am so blessed. And I'm so glad that I didn't settle for less than what was possible for me. So I want to read you one more quote. Just one second. Okay, because we talk all the time about how you have to be in motion, you have to be in action. You can dream dreams, you can set goals, you can put it all out there, but unless you meet it with the action required, it's not going to take you anywhere. Here's a psychological principle that is worth reading over 25 times. Read it until it absolutely saturates you. To think confidently, act confidently. We often mix those up, right? We don't act confident until we think we're confident. The great psychologist Dr. George W. Crane said in his famous book, Applied Psychology, remember, motions are the precursors of emotions. You can't control the latter directly, but only through your choice of motions or actions. To avoid this all too common tragedy, marital difficulties and misunderstandings, or whatever else it may be, become aware of the true psychological facts. Go through the proper motions each day, and you'll soon begin to feel the corresponding emotions. Just be sure that you go through these motions. He's using marriage as an example of dates and kisses. We could say the 3 vital behaviors, your power hour. And you need not worry about the emotion of love or of success. You can't act devoted for very long without feeling devoted. Psychologists tell us we can change our attitudes by changing our physical actions. For example, you actually feel more like smiling if you make yourself smile. You feel more superior when you make yourself stand tall than when you slouch. On the negative side, frown a really bitter frown and see if you don't feel more like frowning. So that really impacted me as well, because so often, what do? We base our actions on the way we feel at this moment. I don't feel like getting up at 5 and doing my personal development or my workout. I don't feel like doing my power hour because I got rejected 15 times yesterday. So I'm hurt, and my emotions are going to dictate the motion that I now take, the action that I now take. And we've got to flip that on its head. We've got to reverse it, because motions are the precursors for emotions. I thought that is one of the most impactful and profound statements I've ever heard. We are so programmed to react based on our emotions and our feelings, and that always will lead us coming up short. Always. You cannot, especially in business, but I mean, really in anything, especially in relationships, you cannot wait to feel like doing everything before you do it. You have to do it, and the feelings and the excitement and the success and the train, the momentum, all of that, it's going to come. But you have to choose to put the motions first, and the emotions will follow. One of the things that Amy Silverman, you guys probably know who she is, in the Elite 10 panel, I love her because she's so real. And I know a lot of us are similar in our personalities and in the way we think and the way we feel. And I can think personally of so many times when I didn't do something, or I did something that I didn't really want to do because of what other people were going to think or feel. And her biggest statement, and it just stuck with me like, I don't know, like Velcro, I guess. She said, stop thinking and just do. Stop thinking and just do it. Stop caring what everyone else thinks and do you. Be proud of that. Own it. You are a Beachbody coach. That is a good thing. That is something you should be shouting from the rooftops. Melissa McAllister touched on that too, and I got to meet her in person. She is so precious. She knew who I was. She said, I see you in my online office all the time. Thank you for what you do. These people are just like us. They are normal moms, wives, husbands, fathers, sisters, friends. Some of them have full-time jobs. Some of them homeschool. But they made a decision to master their mindset and to refuse to slow down until they made their dreams and the dreams they had for their family come true. Melissa McAllister said, I talk about all the time with my new coaches, you need to stand up and be proud. I am a Beachbody coach, and that is a gift, and it is a good thing. So you have to stop thinking about your future as a result of things you've already experienced. You have to stop letting the rejection you got in the past, or missing Success Club in the past, or hitting diamond and losing rank. You have got to stop focusing in that perspective, because that was last month. That was 2 months ago. That was 3 months ago. You're not the same person anymore. So you need to stop being fearful that you might not be able to do it because of past failure or even because of current circumstances, and focus only on who you want to become and where you want to go. That needs to be the only thing that comes out of your mouth. That needs to be going in your mind all the time. Because if you can master your mindset, if you can keep the right perspective all the time, then nothing will stop you. But it's time to make a choice about your mindset. Remember, motions come before emotions. You have to take action. You have to take the steps, no matter how you feel, no matter how hurt you were that so-and-so led you on and then bought a challenge pack from somebody else, or signed up with somebody else as a coach, or how much your family talks down to you about what you're doing because they don't understand. You have to put that out of your mind, because what you want and where you're going, it's not for them. Maybe it will be if they decide to join you, but it is not for them. Do not let them stop you from being the best you can be. Master your mindset. Put good things into it all the time, because listen, guys, listen to me very, very carefully. It's taken me so long to believe in myself enough to put out there on Facebook a few days ago, I'm going to call it, I'm going to declare it, that my team is a superstar team. Team Living Water will be a superstar team in 2016. That's not my current situation, but that's where we're going. And the more positive things you put in your mind, the more you immerse and saturate yourself with personal development and say the things that you want and not how you feel, take the actions that are necessary regardless of your emotions or your feelings, the more you do that, the more you'll see it, the more you'll believe it, the more you will move closer to it. But if you stay in the same perspective, if you focus on, or even if you're not focusing on it, it's very subconscious. And that's why you have to take the motion and the action of replacing that doubt and the past failure and the past disappointments with where you're going and future thinking. If you will do that, nothing can stop you. Nothing. I mean, seriously, somebody recorded the Elite 10 panel, and they're going to share the YouTube link with us when they get it uploaded, because they're so wonderful. And I think, it was really fun getting to see Crystal Gaither, my guest, and her perspective of everything, because she was terrified to go. She's like, everybody's going to have a 6-pack. They're going to be like super fit, and I'm going to be, and she looks fabulous, but she was just, they're all going to be stuck up and think that there's something. And she was blown away. She's like, oh my gosh, everybody is so nice and so real. Uh-oh, hold on. Sorry, my little driving around the neighborhood trick didn't work very long. He woke up when I brought him in. Anyway, okay, I'll change it in just a minute. Look, Emma, can you say hi? Can you say hi to everybody? Look, it's Mommy's friends. The only thing that sets them in the top 10 instead of me, instead of you, is mindset and perspective, and that they chose to master it. And even when they felt down, they didn't stay there, because you really can't be consistent with the vital behaviors. You can't be consistent with your power hour unless your head is in the right place. So you take those actions, you take those steps, whether you feel like it or not. The feelings, the success, the excitement, that's all going to fall into place. And I know I talk about this a lot. Okay, just a minute. I want peanut butter sandwich. Okay, just a minute. I want peanut butter toast. Toast? Yep. Okay, just a minute. I mean, and the thing was too, like, every single one of those people up there, they had reasons that they couldn't be successful. Just a minute. Like this. They've got kids. They've got little kids. Some of them have multiple kids staying home with them all the time. Some of them have full-time jobs. Some of them have had unsupported spouses. They just made a decision. And I know I talk about this all the time, but if you aren't where you want to be in your business right now, here's the key statement of the day, because I'm speaking to myself too. I should be way more than 4-star qualifying right now. The only thing that has held me back is my mindset, because I didn't believe in myself. Never, ever, my whole life. Just a minute. I've never believed in myself, and it's because of coaching and this community. Just a minute, son. Where's your passy? Go get it. This community and the personal development and the inner development that I've done is the only reason I'm even 4-star qualifying right now. So I've seen it work. Whether I was ever successful in Beachbody, I'm a different person. And I can't explain how amazing that is, because I kept my insecurities hidden for the most part for most of my life. But I was a size 4, y'all, after I had Jacob, and I would go to get-togethers with friends, and I would literally cry all the way home because I was so convinced that everybody was staring at me and thinking how fat I was. Every time. I didn't believe that I could accomplish anything great. I never believed. And if I hadn't done the work with this company and with Beachbody, I don't know that I ever would have. So my encouragement to you today, my plea to you today is don't stop. Master your mindset. You get to choose whether you do that or not. And if you do, you will rise to heights that you could never imagine. You'll be walking that stage at Summit as a 4-star, 5-star, maybe more diamond. And next year, you'll probably be a superstar diamond. If you continually master your mindset and make sometimes the hard choice of putting the motion before the emotion. Do it anyway. Stop caring what other people think and just do. She said, stop thinking and just do. Don't overthink it. How often do we do that? We create an event page or we create a graphic and we're like, I don't know if this is good. I don't know if anybody's going to like it. And, what if nobody comes to my challenge group? Stop. Just stop. Just stop. And when you find those, when you feel like those thoughts are coming, go replace them with something else. That's something Miranda and I talked about too, is that it's not enough just to coach yourself on how to stop the negative self-talk. You have to replace it with something else, because if you don't, it will always come back in stronger and more intense. So master your mindset, stop thinking, and just do what you know to do, because you all know exactly what to do. Of course, we're all learning. We always get new tools, and I'm going to be working on a whole bunch of really cool stuff soon. But just do. Just do what you know and do it every day without fail, and don't stop. Invite, reach out, help people. I met a girl on the ship who had lost 100 pounds. She was not anywhere close to having a six-pack, but she was owning her story, and Beachbody had changed her life. That's what we get to do. We get to help people start a journey that can potentially change their lives, and then we get rewarded for it at the same time. So I would love to get you guys to just speak up and tell me what's going on with you. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What do you need to work on? How can I encourage you? Because one thing that was always on my mind is I want Team Living Water to take over Punta Cana next year. I want us to have a team there, a whole team who earned it, and who doesn't have to worry about the airfare costs because your business is rocking so much. That's what I want for you guys. I want you guys there with me. That's when it becomes the best that it could possibly be. So let me hear from you guys. What's going on? Where are you? Kate? Oh, I should have said this at the beginning. Katie wasn't on. Katie got her diamond back last week. Yay. I'm so proud of you, Katie. And listen, here's the thing, because she's kind of proving my point right here, because what have you been doing very consistently the last few weeks?
Everything. I have been sitting down and doing my power hour. I have been doing my personal development every single morning and getting that chatterbox out of my head. I have been inviting people like crazy. And I've been posting on my social media, even though my life is hectic right now. I'm just trying to keep it all as best as I can.
Yeah.
So.
And you're doing a great job. And she's about to host her first, personal sneak peek starting on Sunday, which is amazing. In spite of the fact that her husband is leaving today to go to Montana, and they're packing up their house, and because eventually it becomes this part of you that is just like, it just is like, it's not negotiable. I have to work my business with whatever time I have, because it's important to me, and because I know where I'm going. I know where I am going, and I'm not going to stop because I want to get there. And I'm so proud of you, Katie, I think the personal development thing, because isn't that interesting? You start being really consistent with personal development first thing in the morning, and you get your power hour done. You get your invites done, because you've got the right mindset, and you're putting the good stuff in that makes you want to pour it back out. It's
Yeah.
so powerful. So powerful. So I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to see the results of your open house or sneak peek.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share what's been going on with you mentally, emotionally, physically, business-wise?
I'm good. I'm at 12.
12 Success Club points?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you're killing it.
I'm having a good month.
Well, and what did you do? You put the motion before the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You got that crazy awesome tracking system where you know exactly who you need to talk to on a weekly basis because you are going like crazy with your tracking and your people that you're friending and how you're responding to them and building relationships. You're being so systematic about it. And that's huge. That's huge. I mean, God, it's the 18th and you're at Success Club 12. You know how many coaches are scrambling on the 31st to hit 5? That's awesome. But
excited.
You're also a personal development junkie, so I know that's a huge part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anybody else? Paula, you have had such a transformation in your business in the last month. And I mean, my gosh, you're so close to diamond. So what are the main things that have changed for you?
I would say I love Kelly's system because I feel like when I get behind on my my people that I need to contact, my follow-ups and stuff, then it's just like I'm not going to catch up with them, and I kind of put it off again because of whatever. But I really like Kelly's system. It's really helping me keep track of the people that I really need to talk to and not lose them in the shuffle. And it's those people that I reach out to that eventually become challengers and whatever. And so that's been working really, really well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And as far as diamond, I'm so close. I've got so many people that want to be coaches that are waiting for the next paycheck, it's just, we're all just sitting here waiting. So it's just
any day. It's so exciting. Well, I think you're amazing. And Paula, she didn't say this, but I know for a long time, like she's been really, really soaking up all the information that she can. She tells me all the time, you know, her and her husband, who's totally supportive and on board, and I love that, watch YouTube videos of other coaches all the time just to learn best practice. Hi. He's sitting there watching right now. And that's huge because sometimes I think we get paralyzed and we're like, well, you know, I'm in this training or whatever. Here's the deal. Everybody's in a different place in their business and you need something that somebody else doesn't need and they need something that you don't need. So it's up to you to go find the knowledge that's going to help you. If you are scared to run a sneak peek, go search YouTube for Coach Sneak Peek, and I guarantee you'll find thousands of videos that will show you how to structure yours. If you don't like my system or Paula's system, make it your own, but be responsible for that. Take action, put the motion before the emotion. Even though you're scared, start the motion. And the thing is, in the beginning, it's kind of like a freight train. In the beginning, it takes a lot of coal on the old steam engines, right? Coal steam engines, that's what it's called. They have to stoke the fire. They have to put coal in continually to get it going. And it takes a while. That's such a great picture of what the first year of your business is like if you're consistent in putting the coal in. Sometimes it can take a little longer. It did for me. But once you get that started and get it rolling, what happens? Momentum, inertia. It doesn't stop. Because people are recruiting people and people are reaching out to people and your team is duplicating, growing and growing and growing and growing. And that's the place that you are getting to if you continue to take action and just stay in motion. Just stay in motion with those daily things. All right. Anybody else want to say anything or share what's been going on with you? Okay. If you do, just unmute yourself and start talking. Melanie said, I need to get out of my head and do. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. We hold ourselves as prisoners in our own brains so many times. And the only way we can overcome that is to just step outside of it. Put the good, positive, reinforcing, you can achieve anything kind of stuff in your head as much as possible. I mean, I've heard so many top coaches who say 10 to 15 minutes a day. That's not it. That's not enough. If you want big things to happen, it's not enough. You have to find those hidden moments. We're all busy moms, but what I've been doing is when I'm washing dishes, when I'm doing laundry, when I'm vacuuming the floors, I put my headphones in. Because, I mean, what are you going to do right then anyway? Listen to the vacuum hum. sit there while the clothes dryer runs. That's wasted time. So put your headphones in and constantly be cramming all that good stuff into your brain. I guarantee, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I guarantee it will change everything, and it will make you go so much faster, and that momentum will start to build, and the inertia will start to take over, and then you'll turn around and go, whoa, how did I get here? How did this happen? So immerse yourself in personal development. I have it going on my car stereo when I'm driving around. I want my kids to hear that stuff anyway, right? So it's good for everyone. So find those hidden moments. Tamara, welcome. I hope your day surgery thing went well.
Yeah, it did. The
Okay.
first sting or the first poke of the lidocaine hurt, but that was it.
Yeah.
Didn't feel the rest. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I recorded this, so I'm going to send the recording in the message thread. I know a lot of people weren't on, and we are just wrapping up with like 5 minutes left. But is there anything you want to share? Or congratulations! I was on the cruise, so I didn't see it until later. But Tamara signed a new coach this week, which is awesome. Congratulations. Is there anything you want to share or add or ask? I know you don't know what we talked about, but you will.
no, I don't think so. I can't think of anything at the moment. So
Okay. Well, listen, here's what I'm doing to try to help equip you guys and take some of that fear out a little better. You did? I'm working on several documents right now. One is an ebook with a clean eating meal plan in it that I'm going to offer for everyone to use if you want to. One is a document that's going to walk you through. It's going to be how to run a coach sneak peek. So I'm taking some stuff from mine, some stuff from Paula's, and I'm going to put step-by-step directions, not just the script. It will have the script in it, but it'll be like, all right, so create your event page. You can use this cover picture. Invite everyone that you can, max out your invites and post, 3 times a week about it, sharing your story of being a coach and why it's blessed you. And then I'm going to have the script in there. So it's going to be there for you and for you to pass down to your new coaches so that they jump right in and don't wait a year or 2 years or whatever to run their own sneak peek, because we need people taking ownership of their business and running with it. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be doing several other how-tos on different systems and processes that we use, the Backstage Pass, things like that. So I'm trying to get those finished as soon as possible, because I want you guys to have tools and resources that make it simple. And then we're going to do other video stuff too. Always remember, I want these calls to be super valuable for you. So if there are things that you're struggling with or that you need clarification on or you need help with, please always reach out to me and let me know so I can plan one of our calls around that, or even just do a video to walk you through it, because I want you to have the tools that you need and figure out what you need. At the same time, like I said a while ago, it's your business. So if I don't present the information that you need, go to YouTube. You can find anything about the Beachbody coach opportunity, anything from amazing coaches who are way more successful than me most of the time. So find those resources that you need and run with it, because here's the main synopsis, the main idea of today's call. Master your mindset and your perspective. Your perspective, everything rises and falls on it. And if you need to change your perspective right now, do it right now. Start getting up in the morning and looking in the mirror and saying, I am successful. I am going to be a 5-star diamond coach. I believe in myself. Tell yourself those things. Use scripture if you want to. There is so much power in that. And it's biblical. Call things that are not as though they are. Whatever you say is what you will have. That came out of Jesus's mouth. So if anybody knows, he does, right? I mean, God, the power in our words is incredible, because God created the world with words. And then he made us in his image. So with the spoken word, the only thing in creation that has the ability to use the spoken word, there's so much power in that. And when you say things out loud, it changes your thought patterns. It starts to help you erase the negative stuff. So be positive and be intentional about your mindset and your perspective. And if you will do that every day, if you will be relentless about renewing your mind and shifting your perspective to where it needs to be, that you can accomplish anything. Kick that glass ceiling and shatter it, because there isn't one. It's only in your mind. I don't want you to even focus on diamond anymore, honestly. I really don't, because it's just a stepping stone. It's a huge accomplishment, and it means you are taking your business seriously and you are moving forward, but there's so much more for you. It's just a stepping stone, and all of you are going to be star diamond and above by Summit. I believe it. I believe in you so much. I need you to believe in you and put the motion before the emotion. Just do it. Don't think. Stop thinking and just do. Like Amy Silverman said, stop thinking, just do it. Because you can, and you're able, and you're beautiful, and you're wonderful, and you have everything you need. And I want to help you, so let me know what you need from me, okay? We are about out of time. So any questions, or if you need recommendation on what to read or what to listen to, please ask. I will gladly give you so many things to choose from, or we can figure out exactly what you need specifically. But let's focus on mindset and perspective. Everything else will fall into place. Y'all, thank you for being on. I'm going to stop the recording, and I'll share that as soon as it uploads to YouTube. And I will talk to you soon. And every one of you better be in Punta Cana with me next year. I'm holding you to it. Get on the wait list now if you didn't already, okay? All right, I will talk to you guys soon.